Welcome back to Cityscape. In this episode of Secret People, we will cover Hedy Lamarr, an Austrian Jewish actress and inventor known for revolutionizing the telecommunications industry. Hollywood celebrities are known for serving as icons of beauty and culture, but rarely do we find a celebrity contributing to technical advancement. This is because the virtues required for entertainment are often contradictory to those of engineering. Technical prowess requires introverted reflection, while entertainment is primarily a social skill. Put it more bluntly, vanity and engineering do not seem to go well together. At least that's what the common assumptions were before our guests in this episode. As always, let's start with a brief background.
Any girl can be glamorous. All you have to do is stand still and look stupid.
Hedwig Eva Maria Kiesler was born on November 9, 1914, in Vienna, Austria. Her father was a banker, and her mother a pianist. Although she was educated by her father in technology and invention, she became interested in theater at a young age. When she was 16, Austrian filmmaker Max Reinhardt discovered Hedwig and mentored her in acting. With the help of her mentor, Hedwig built a successful European acting career, appearing in several films, including Ecstasy, which sparked controversy for its racy and sexual imagery. In 1933, Hedwig married the wealthy munitions manufacturer and Nazi sympathizer, Fritz Mendel. Fritz would expand his fortune by selling weapons to the Nazi Party in the future. In addition to being known as Austria's munitions king, he was also referred to as the Merchant of Death. Their marriage was marred by Mendel's extreme jealousy and possessiveness, almost destroying Hedwig's acting career and making her a prisoner in their own home. She would later state,
I knew very soon that I could never be an actress while I was his wife. He was the absolute monarch in his marriage. I was like a doll. I was like a thing, some object of art which had to be guarded and imprisoned, having no mind, no life of its own.
To escape her tyrannical, Nazi-sympathizing husband, Hedwig fled to Paris, and then to London in 1937, where she met Louis B. Mayer, who gave her a contract with MGM, and helped her change her name to Hedy Lamarr. Mayer deemed Kiesler too German, a culture that was currently tarnished by unsavory figures such as Hitler. Over the next 5 years, Lamar would become one of Hollywood's most recognizable faces, starring in 14 films with MGM. During her time in Hollywood, Lamar became friends with, and eventually dated Howard Hughes, the aviation tycoon I've made an episode on. Their shared interest in invention led to a deep bond between the two. Hughes was one of her few friends who fully embraced her technical brilliance. It was reported that Hedy helped Howard Hughes streamline the design of the H-1 racer by using the world's fastest fish and bird as references for a more aerodynamic shape. During her free time, Lamar would tinker, invent, disassemble, and reassemble machines. In support of her passion, Hughes provided her with engineering equipment so that she could work on her projects. Additionally, Howard committed his team of engineers and scientists to Lamar if she ever needed one of her inventions built. Lamar had no formal training in engineering or chemistry. Despite this, she was a visionary who spent her time testing theories and inventions. For example, one of her products was a tablet that produced carbonated cola drinks from water, and another was an updated traffic light. As the United States entered World War II, Lamar wanted to aid in the effort to fight against the Nazis. Her attention turned towards designs and creation that would benefit the American military. As the war raged on in Europe, Lamar learned that radio-controlled torpedoes, an emerging technology in naval warfare, could easily be jammed and be set off course. This was one of the reasons why Allied shipping were being devastated by the Kriegsmarine. Hedy wanted to change this. She thought of creating a frequency hopping signal that could not be tracked or jammed. with the help of a friend and classical composer George Antheil, Hedy formulated an idea to assist the Allies. Using a piano roll, Lamar and Antheil determined that spreading the signal so that multiple random frequencies are being used all at once would make intercepting the signal nearly impossible. Radio signals would be sent between the ship and a torpedo, creating an impenetrable communication system. Signals would switch between 88 frequencies, like keys on a piano. The frequency would switch every second in some cases, so as to not give the enemy enough time to intercept and jam the incoming torpedo. The idea was originally known as the Secret Communications System. It is now known today as the spread spectrum. She was granted a patent in August 1942, but the technology never saw actual service in World War II. The military leaders at the time were hesitant to accept a communication system developed by a celebrity and a classical composer. It was assumed that Lamar and Antheil could not know enough about military operations to create an adequate design for war. What's worse, the Navy seized the patent, declaring it alien property, reportedly due to the fact that Hedy Lamarr is Austrian-born and formerly married to a munitions manufacturer. Hedy's allegiances were called into question, basically. Consequently, the project was neglected for several years. It was finally accepted and developed by the US military in 1959. Navy vessels were then equipped with the technology and used it during the Cuban Missile Crisis. The concept of spread spectrum did not solely have military use. Today's wireless, Bluetooth, and GPS capabilities are based on a practice of spreading out a signal in hopping frequencies. The value of spread spectrum technologies alone exceed $30 billion today. For decades, neither Hedy nor Antheil received compensations for their work. Hedy withdrew from public eye later in life due to doubts about her legitimacy as an inventor, legal issues, and botched plastic surgery. But finally, at the age of 82, Lamar received the Electronic Frontier Foundation Pioneer Award and the Spirit of Achievement Bronze Award, given to individuals whose creation permanently changed the arts and sciences. She died at the age of 85 in the year of 2000. She was posthumously inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame after her death. Speaking of communications, one location you should check out is the Cryptology Museum in Washington, D.C. This museum displays the evolution of cryptography over time. There are countless artifacts to play with and enjoy. There is even an original German Enigma machine. What's even better is that the museum is absolutely free. Those of you who want to visit the Cryptology Museum should save this location on a Cityscape app. The story of Hedy Lamarr shows that individuals can be much more multifaceted than prevailing assumptions. Beauty and brains are not mutually exclusive. Hedy Lamarr is a perfect example of what Christian D. Larson calls a human deluxe, a person that is very developed both on the inside and outside. If you want to become a human deluxe like Hedy Lamarr, you must cultivate your inner and outer dimension. Don't just look good, be intelligent and have character. This can only be done by properly conserving your vitality and using that power to develop your body and mind. See my ebook on becoming more intelligent for more on the subject. Hedy Lamarr was not just a well-developed soul, however, she was also a kind woman. She once said,
If you do good, people will accuse you of having selfish, ulterior motives. But do good anyway.
I sure hope I'll be with a woman as beautiful and talented one day. See you next time.